During the Vinegar Syndrome sales stream that I did, I was urged to pick up My Chauffeur. Very different from everything else I was getting. It's an 80s romantic comedy. Not quite the usual Vinegar Syndrome fare, but I picked it up for one reason and one reason only. Deborah Foreman, an actor that I absolutely adore, from Waxwork, from April Fool's Day, a few other things. I just think she's fantastic, and here she is the most effervescent, smiley, watchable main character I think I've ever seen in a movie. I just adored this character right from the start.
What do you want?
Job.
Doing what?
Driving.
Driving what?
Big black limousines. Woo, baby.
Goodbye.
She is Casey Meadow. At the start we see her get her rags to riches, almost kind of story as she's working away like Cinderella in the bottom of a restaurant doing all the dishes, when she gets an invitation to come and get a job as a chauffeur at this swanky and posh establishment. She turns up and she just doesn't fit in. She's quirky, she's out there, she's female. She just doesn't fit in with the stuffy old guard.
A woman is a horrible goddamn thing to have around.
That's the truth. How would you know? I've been married 5 times.
But for some reason she is allowed to take up a job as a chauffeur driver. Cue funny scenarios as she starts to do her job and comes up against adversity, but manages to solve it in her own quirky and out there manner, showing everybody that she can do the job. Not by the books, but she can do it in a fun and different kind of way. So far, so tropey, but you know what? I just didn't care, because I loved the character of Casey. I loved the performance by Deborah Foreman, who is larger than life, so smiley and endearing, and just, I wanted her to succeed. And we meet our second main character here.
One more and you're out.
I'm sorry, sir.
Don't pay you to be sorry.
Who's this stuffy businessman played by Flash Gordon, Sam Jones himself, who is a man that just lives for work and doesn't really live for the moment. Of course, what's possibly going to happen in this romantic comedy? Well, I won't spoil it for you, but I will say that these two happen to meet up together at a certain point and sparks fly, so to speak.
Don't get your nipples hard. You've got a long way to go before you're hired.
It's so funny and endearing, this movie. That's one of the things I loved about it. The plot is almost inconsequential because it's a typical nothing plot. It's kind of throwaway, it's silly, it's not really realistic in any way, shape or form, and it just didn't bother me at all because I liked the supporting characters, I liked the main characters. I liked the overarching feel of the story and how things were positive at the end for all the characters. There are some really out there, unusual moments within this that I just found to be so funny and ridiculous. There is a moment when two characters find out that they may be related at some point, and the reaction to that is just comedic gold.
Uh-oh.
What's wrong?
We've been bad.
Oh, very bad.
The old guys who are so just terrible people to Casey are just ridiculously funny and obnoxious in their own way. The only kind of way that old men can be written off as being so obnoxious and cantankerous, because they're just so old. You're like, you know what? That's just the way they are. Can't change the way they are now.
Ah, there you are. Where the hell have you been? I don't care where you've been. Look where you are now. Get your wiggly little butt out of our room.
And My Chauffeur was just, it was a sheer fun ride to go on. It was enjoyable. It was entertaining. Like I said, I loved all the actors and the performances and the cast. The story, don't care. Wasn't really that interested. Doesn't matter. It was all about the characters, the funny situations, the endearing things that happened to some of them, and the large life changes that happened because of, well, circumstances. And yeah, funny, engaging, and joyful. Deborah Foreman, absolute perfect in this movie. Wonderful. Thanks for urging me to get My Chauffeur yet again. I enjoyed it immensely. I would love to know what you thought of My Chauffeur. There is more content up here. let me know your thoughts on those videos as well in the comment box below. Hit that like button while you're down there, and in the description box there is a link to my Patreon and membership program where you can check out more of my stuff. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.